And it is now being announced that Stefon Diggs not only lost the Super Bowl, he also lost his girl in the same night.
Inspired message for Stefon before the game. One inspired message.
Good luck.
How we celebrating? How we celebrating? You win the
Told him I knew not that was going to be grass stained.
Rolling. Because what I am about to tell you is not what the blogs are reporting. This is what actually went down. And by the time this video is over, you are going to understand why Cardi B's good luck at the Super Bowl was not a blessing. It was a goodbye. And before we even get to the hotel room situation,
everybody wanted to see her at the games. They wanted to know her opinions, you know? They wanted to see her support for him.
And like one time he just told me, like, it's like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
Yes, I said hotel room. I need you to understand how we got here, because this is not just a celebrity breakup story. This is a full-on multi-act Shakespearean-level betrayal that somehow involves Offset laughing on the internet, a canceled $1.2 million after.
You would be there, front row and center, to hold him and console him whether he lost or he won. The fact that she left, and it is now being announced that Stefon Diggs not only lost the Super Bowl, he also lost his girl in the same night.
Party, and a man who could not perform on the field or off it, so buckle up, because we are starting from the very beginning, and I promise you every single sentence of this video is going to hit different. Cardi B, for those of you who somehow forgot, spent the entire NFL season doing what Cardi B does best, which is showing up, riding for her man loudly and unapologetically, making sure the whole world knew she was locked in with Steph.
That's absolutely absurd. That's first of all. But second of all, if you believe that just because of her name or her brand, that is going to make a tiger change his stripes.
It's funny to be like, Offset won the Super Bowl, but I truly,
That's hilarious.
I truly do believe
That's hilarious.
Him, hyping him up, becoming the unofficial mascot of his entire NFL narrative. And the media loved it. Fans loved it. It was giving power couple. It was giving redemption arc. It was giving Cardi finally found her person after the Offset era. And that right there is the detail that makes everything that comes after so much more devastating. Because Cardi was not just supporting.
Imagine using your social capital for a man who had his court date pushed back so he can make it to the Super Bowl and then lose. It's truly embarrassing.
Diggs, she was betting her entire post-Offset reputation on this man. She was telling the world, I have better taste now, I have grown, I chose differently. And then the Super Bowl happened. Now, before I tell you what happened at the Super Bowl,
I ask you, let me ask the audience. It is embarrassing for someone as talented as you are to be associated with a man who has multiple accusations, charges, lawsuits, and lost the Super
Bowl, I need you to clock something that the internet caught in real time. Something small that said everything. Because when Cardi walked up to Stefon before the game, the moment the cameras were on her, the moment the whole stadium and the whole streaming world was watching, she looked him dead in the face and said, good luck. And y'all, it was the coldest good luck in—
We don't see him hyping you up. Matter of fact, when he was asked about if you were going to get a ring, he joked and said he got to get—
the history of professional sports send-offs. There was no kiss, there was no squeeze, there was no lingering touch. It was the energy of a woman who already knew something, and the internet clocked it immediately. Twitter went insane. People were posting, she knows. People were posting, that's a breakup, good luck. And in hindsight, those people were absolutely right, because what Cardi allegedly already knew before kickoff is that reports had started surfacing about other women, multiple women, connected to Stefon Diggs, who had been spotted around the Super Bowl event, and more specifically around his hotel. And when I say connected to, I want you to understand I am using that word very carefully, very intentionally. Because what allegedly happened next is the kind of thing that ends relationships in real time, in public, at the biggest sporting event on the planet. But let's stay in sequence. Because the game itself was a disaster, Stefon Diggs had the kind of performance that makes you wonder if his head was even in that stadium. And while he was fumbling his professional responsibilities on national television, Cardi B was sitting in that suite watching. And somewhere between the first half and the final whistle, something shifted in that woman's energy permanently. And I need you to feel the weight of that, because she had shown up for this man. She had attached her name to his name. She had made his game her game, and he could not deliver. And then the final score dropped, the loss was official, and here's where it gets wild, because Cardi B did not stay for the aftermath, she did not do the supportive girlfriend press run, she did not smile for the cameras. She left early, and within hours the news broke that a reported $1.2 million after-party that had been planned. Planned as in Cardi B was supposed to be celebrating this man in front of the entire industry. Was canceled. And when a woman cancels a $1.2 million party, that is not a scheduling conflict, that is a statement, that is a message, that is Cardi B communicating in the only language that Hollywood actually understands, which is money and absence. And if you thought that was the twist, oh no, we are not even at the hotel room part yet. Because the unverified but very widely circulated claims that started flooding the internet in the hours following the game alleged that Stefon Diggs had brought another woman to his hotel room that night, and I want to be clear that these claims are unverified. I want to be journalistically responsible for exactly one sentence. And now I want to tell you that the entire internet treated these claims as confirmed fact because the timeline, the behavior, the canceled party, and the cold good luck all lined up so perfectly that people were not waiting for receipts. And then, both Cardi and Stefon unfollowed each other on social media, which in 2024 is the digital equivalent of filing paperwork. Which means it is official, which means whatever happened in that hotel or around that hotel or in the general vicinity of that hotel was enough to make Cardi B hit the unfollow button and never look back. But here is the part of the story that the gossip blogs keep glossing over, the part that actually makes this so much bigger than just a breakup, and that is the Offset dimension, because Offset, Kiari Kendrell Cephas himself, went online in the aftermath of this entire situation and posted with the energy of a man who had just watched his rival fumble in overtime. He was not subtle, he was not classy, he was giving, "I told you so," without saying, "I told you so." And the internet lost its mind because suddenly this was not just a Cardi and Diggs story anymore. This was a Cardi and Offset and Diggs triangle. This was the internet asking whether Cardi had left one messy situation just to walk directly into another one, and whether the pattern was the partners or whether the pattern was the choices. And look, I am not here to put that on Cardi. Cardi B is that girl and she will continue to be that girl. But the conversation that erupted online about trust and accountability and what it means to publicly champion someone who has a complicated history before you even started dating them, that conversation was real and it was uncomfortable and it forced a lot of people to ask hard questions. And through all of this, Cardi B did what Cardi B has always done, which is keep moving, because she has a tour, she has a career, she has an entire future that does not require Stefon Diggs' name anywhere near it. And Diggs himself is not exactly in a position of strength right now, given the legal issues and reputation baggage that were already following him before any of this Super Bowl drama even began. So the scoreboard at the end of this entire situation reads, Cardi B, standing, moving forward.
Thursday, December 18th, 2025.
Stefon Diggs, loss on the field, loss off the field, unfollowed. And Offset, somewhere on the internet, posting emojis like he is winning a game nobody asked him to play. So I have to ask you, and I need you to answer this in the comments right now. Do you think Cardi B knew before that Super Bowl exactly what Stefon Diggs was going to do? And she showed up anyway because she refused to let him see her sweat? Or did she genuinely get blindsided by a man she trusted, and that cold good luck was the last piece of loyalty she had left to give?